Good morning. Today I am here at 1300 Regency Way. I'm here to shoot a video of a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condominium. It's unit number 33. It was recently taken off the market. When it was taken off, they were asking $330,000 for this unit. It had been on the market for 315 days. The unit is 656 square feet. Putting it at about $503 a square foot. This complex was built in 1974, and it does sit adjacent to 267, which is one of the main thoroughfares to get into the basin, the Lake Tahoe basin. So the exposure here is reasonably level. It's a gentle upslope. Just take note of the road noise. It's a little after 8 in the morning on a Monday. So no major trucks going by right now, but it's definitely there and you're gonna hear it. So this unit originally came on at $343,000. It still did not sell. They decided to take it off the market and reset the days on market and come back in the spring, but there's a chance that we can get it in contract off market. So if you look where that sign, I apologize, I do have my gimbal, but the battery froze, so I am shooting this by hand, but that unit with the danger sliding snow on the handrail is the unit that is off market but still for sale. If you look above the balcony there, you can see that standing seam metal roof, which I do like. That's one of the most durable types of metal roofs. Actually, it is the most durable type of metal roof here. But then we pan over and it's kind of in the shadow, and that's called a V-weld. So that roof has not been replaced. The roof with the more snow on it there is inferior roof to that standing seam, which is over the unit that's for sale. As you can see, these units are pretty close together. This unit, the balcony faces southeast. So not to blind you with the sun there, but it's gonna get great morning sun. And the complex does not have any restrictions on short-term rental permits, so that is an option here. I'm going to walk you into the unit. I'm going to show you what it looks like as you walk in. I did a quick initial walkthrough of the unit before starting the video, and it is almost entirely original. Just to give you an idea what your entry is like. I'm going to assume this goes out to a pet area. I believe that's the pool up there. Yeah, this doesn't really go anywhere, but the amenities are up there. And then it's not really well labeled where the units are. There's no numbers anywhere, but the short-term rental permits do seem to have these stickers on them. So it's probably an HOA guideline. It's got to be labeled as a short-term rental. So you keep coming up. Unit number 33 is just gonna point out the carpet in here. That is single pane, I think. It's cold in here. The hallways are chilly. But yeah, we come up, find unit number 33. It's got 3 combination lock boxes on it. Interesting. But yeah, as you walk in, I want to point this out. There has been some damage to the deadbolt, and they've kind of found a way to make it work. but it's not the most attractive. Something happened. Anyway, solid core door there. It's gonna prevent some noise from the hallway. This is the panel that's probably gonna be called out in the pre-inspection report, which we haven't seen, but there was mention of it, of all of these panels needing to get swapped out. They apparently are a fire hazard. Original, I'm sure. From 1974. So one of the, well, certainly this carpet's not original. I found out, I'll show you proof of what it used to look like in a closet upstairs. And this is Lux vinyl planking, which is super, what am I trying to say? It's really pretty much indestructible. So it's a great option for a rental that's gonna get high traffic. As you walk in here, on the left is a bit of a mudroom / closet. That's just a bunch of drywall mud that was put on way too thick, so when it dried it started cracking. Yeah, a bit of a coat closet / mudroom. No real heat source in here, which, you know, if you hung all your wet stuff after coming in from skiing or being outside in a snowstorm, it's gonna take a little while to dry in there. Here's the one full bathroom. So that vanity has been updated for sure since 1974, probably a newer toilet. I'm guessing that shower surround is newer than 1974. Definitely newer fixtures. You can see they've done some updates here. Probably the fan is newer as well. But yeah, I mean, for $330,000 in the Tahoe Basin, this is pretty much what you can expect. Orange peel. Texture. As you walk into the left, there's kind of this bookshelf. I mean, I think it was, I'm almost certain it was just a closet that they kind of converted into being a little bit more functional. So the outlet there, you could put your laptop here and do some work. Vaulted ceilings. You know, it's nice that this unit is has no one above you, but you got the roof up there, and I'll try to get some closer footage, but I see they've done some repair there on the outside of that window. And then I noticed also that there's water damage here. So I think what happened was there was somehow moisture penetration at some point. Maybe that's why they put the new standing seam metal roof on. But at some point water penetrated and probably ran down these walls. And you can see it there in the corner of that trim in the jamb. So kitchen, although pretty tiny, to be quite honest, I think it's got pretty ample cabinets for a unit this size. You know, clearly it's a Formica countertop. The microwave is newer. I don't think that's an original 1974 range, but or fridge, but who knows when they're from. But you can see like it's getting this beautiful early morning sunlight, which is great if you're a morning person. This is a really old school gas burning fireplace. It doesn't even have a glass cover. So who knows how long that's gonna last before you need to do some updating there. I'll take you outside on the patio. Just want to kind of give you an idea of the beautiful morning sun that you're getting. It's nice. Honestly, it was 17 degrees when I was driving over here, and it's pretty nice right here in the sun. A little bird's nest up there. I just want to point out how close you are to your neighbors. Although you've got no one directly above you, which is nice. So we have not had much snow this year, and that's a pretty big ice dam forming right there. You know, all the exterior maintenance and stuff is covered by the HOA, but if that thing curls and breaks the window, actually that's on the other side. So you're golden there. And that window looks like it's been there. I'd say that's original. These windows in the units are double paned, very, very thin double pane, so it's not gonna offer a ton of insulating qualities, but they are at least double paned. So typically with an HOA, the exterior maintenance covers roof, siding, decks, handrails, but it would not cover windows and doors. Heat. I'll definitely find out, but it's looking that way. I don't see any, yeah, it's electric heat. Don't see any other sort of furnace. Let me just check. Listing. Does not mention the heat in the listing, so yeah, it's gonna be all electric, and the gas fireplace. One thing I asked the listing agent when I had her on the phone yesterday was about this new law that came out that condominium complexes with 3 or more units in one building need to have their balconies and stairs inspected, and they said that they are in the process of having those inspected. There is part of the HOA fees, which are about $780 a month. I think she said about $167 of that is a special assessment to go into the inspections of the balconies and handrails. So this is all vertical grain redwood is what I'm seeing, this trim. So yeah, there's a queen size bed in here. Let's see if I can. I don't see any recent signs of moisture penetration. That looks like that repair was done quite some time ago. But it gets a little tricky when the roof leaks. As far as what the HOA will cover, they'll probably cover the repair of the roof, but the homeowner might be responsible for the damages done inside. So this is a pretty good sized closet. Ceilings go way up. And bonus, this would be an owner's closet if you wanted to make it one, if you're gonna do the short-term rental plan. This could be an owner's closet. You could lock it off. And then that is what I assume this whole place was carpeted with back in the 70s. Again, really tall. If you needed all that space, you could get creative with some shelving or some pull downs or pulleys, or, you know, store some toys up in there because there is no garage here. So you'd want to make use of all the the storage spots that you have. And that's a nice little bonus that, you know, the units below this would not have, I assume. So yeah, this is unit number 33. I think for 330,000, there's probably a little bit of wiggle room, and there's only one way to find out how much. You know, it's going to depend on each different seller, but let me know if you have any questions. I am still waiting to get the email from the listing agent with the home inspection they did over a year ago, and any other disclosures that the seller might have. I think there was some receipts for some minor cosmetic updates or repairs. And yeah, as soon as I get that, I'll send it over. And hope you're having a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.